It's amazing, man. Next to me is Sundown. We are getting ready, guys. The final opportunity for a lot of these players to qualify.
Here to see the Fortnite action. We want to see the Fortnite action. And again, if you're playing on Sunday, we have the opportunity to hop into your game. So if you see any of your friends out there, and then get into the games. You can also watch live in client. There's a nice little bar right there. You can see just over an hour and 45, so nearing the halfway mark as Sol 9 just blows up Retake Impact with a nice little gatekeeping angle there, and he finds SwiftLink as well. He's gonna try and double back over to get the shadows, opts not to, just pops the launch pad and gets out of dodge.
Now don't forget, guys, if you've watched Fortnite competitive before, you know exactly how dense this lobby is, and this is not surprising. If this is maybe your first few times, expect to see, as we hop into these games, these lobbies with potentially over 50 people, right? Expect on the line for West. So now it's all about what can I do? What can I do to get as many points? So how far can I get in placement? Can I get top 25? Once I get there, what's the next step? Top 15? Can I pick up elims along the way? Every single thing, every decision these players make is going to affect the standings. The leaderboards will shift, and it will dictate ultimately who will be going and punching their ticket to the finals in New York City. You know, it's stressful. It's stressful.
I mean, it's stressful for me, indeed. I'm not going to lie. Like, when I talk about this being sweaty, I've applied deodorant 3 times so far today, and I'm just casting. Like, it's been absurdly hype, yelling at it, the number of plays, the flint knocks that have been broken out, just nuts all over the place, inspired by with a good drum gun spray over there. Antidote also getting taken down. But the action today has been so absurdly close and intense from top to bottom. Everyone has elevated their game across every region, and the question that we want answered is who will have those last 2 spots. Also, one other thing I want to touch on right before we fully focus on the West. Aspect, when he came onto the scene initially, was younger than 16 when that was the previous competitive age, and he had tweeted out, God, only a couple weeks separates me from winning tens of thousands of dollars. You know what? 16th birthday comes through, gets into the fall skirmish, wins the very next event a couple days after, and then goes on to cement himself as one of the favorites. However, from that point on, he really fell off during the starting weeks of the World Cup, so it had to have felt great to get in the last match, get to 60, hold on for an hour, and see yourself in New York City. Brilliantly done from Aspect, one of the original young lords, but now a veteran on the scene. Again, congratulations. But as I said, East is in the books, and we're on to the best of the West in here with Zaytan as he pushes into the box and picks up PTO. Wait, getting close to that first placement threshold of top 25 for 3 points. You see Zaytan has one heck of a loadout on him.
The single shadow bomb, a slurp juice, that combat shotgun, the tactical AR with almost 500 rounds. Zaytan is ready. He's looking to take engagements. Especially 3 points coming in is going to make a difference. Now, don't forget, every elim is a point. So right now, Zaytan is looking at 5 points if he was eliminated right here. Now, of course, he wants more. He's still hungry. He's looking for that victory royale. You see players trying to rotate here with the backs to the storm. He's going to look for picks if he can. One's going to get caught. The edit there, the door. Hello, welcome to the world, Twinkies.
Not going to survive the apocalypse there. Twinkies does get taken down. Zaytan, however, in one of those tight little box situations. Oh no, he metroed himself. He metroed himself. He's stuck in there, cannot move. This is what kept Metro from qualifying in week 7. Can Zaytan push himself back out? And he is. He's good. Out, no problem. Top 15 now as Tavern picks up Zucchini. Spelled all the way out. Appreciate that. Making our lives easy there. As Zaytan now 4 elims, top 15. 9-point game so far. Inspired by picks up Muddy Is Me, and we get closer to the top 10. Player just on the outside of the box, and Zaytan recognizes it, has the slurp going, gets a ramp placed inside of his box, and he's like, nope, I'm out.
That could have been disastrous, man, that shadow bomb play. But it's okay, Zaytan's recovered. And again, he did hit top 15. 5 total points in placement, 4 in eliminations, looking 9 points in a single game. This is massive. 4 players need to fall, and he makes top 5. This could be another round of placement points. He's going to go try for the edit. It fails, unfortunately, but here we go. Immediately. Zedek?
I think it's Edic, not positive there.
Okay, the X's always confuse me. Edic there, going to be shut down, but look at this. Look at the incline. Right now, Zaytan made the smart play using the Shadow Bomb to Billy Goat or Mr. Savage his way up before everyone else.
5 players remaining now, so we're into the last placement threshold. Drizzle goes down. Here's Old Man Mountain. You see Saul desperately trying to get around it. Oh, but Inspired opts to take a shot with his assault rifle. Can he find anything? Looks like it's just going to be a straight up 1v1. No, the zone comes back over. Inspired, no, gets ticked out right before. So now straight up 1v1. Zayten versus Tavern. Tavern on no builds pushes out in Zayten from the high ground. We saw him. He was only on the 2 elims when we hopped on board. Picks up 4, gets the high ground, and the victory royale up to 28 points after his second match. Well done.
And I mean, him using that shuttle bomb to just make the rotation early, these are the things you have to do, especially when trying to navigate around a mountain. He immediately said, look, I know what's going to happen here. Everyone's going to get trapped down below. I just need to get up there and establish myself. Everyone has to then come to me. I'm going to just sit here and gatekeep, and it works in his favor. Victory all going his way. But, of course, more action on deck next game. Again, we talk about these dense lobbies. 45 people, 20 people need to be eliminated before we hit round of placement points, and this is Storm Circle 5.
Storm Circle 5, so it's in that overlapping zone. You can see it in the bottom right-hand corner. The blue circle indicates where the current safe zone is. The white circle indicates where the new one is. So all the players who are already inside that next white circle will have priority on shooting everyone else who has to rotate in. Psycho is one of those guys who has a gray AR as well as the legendary hand cannon. So decent pressure potential, but not the best in the world. We do see Harrians over there on the side, or Snorre, name spelled backwards. You have Psychic over there in the bottom right, as well as Technique on the lower half of Psycho. He's going to continue to just pour shots into people. Has a pretty good angle and is very well covered, so shouldn't be threatened here. It just kind of wants to wait out until the zone closes. You can see it coming in now.
Oh, someone's in the box!
And that was Keaton, who got taken down. It looks like he was just a box square above, but that's going to give Psycho a ton of mats, shadows, Rift to go, baller. What more could you want in terms of rotation? That was a gift from above.
That is so unfortunate. I believe the player was edited down, right? It all happened so fast. There's my cousin, LG Prime there, as a fellow Prime. Harrion's here, or Snorri. He likes to spell his name backwards. That actually got me yesterday. You called it out. You know, I feel like I kind of like this, too, because it makes sense with a capital H at the end.
Yeah, it's the capital that got me, because, like, that used to be a very big thing in a couple of the other competitive games that I played before, is people, when they would go to, like, major LAN events or even just local ones, would spell their name backwards, and then Centro gets utterly abused. Not going to put that. You are unfamiliar with Storm Surge. The way it works, if you have not been dealing damage to opposing players, just been super passive, maybe hanging out in a ball on the low ground or in a 1-by-1 the whole time, you will be punished. Inactivity is not something that will be granted when there's this many players who are left. It's 10 damage per tick as it comes through, and Harrians again goes to put the traps out. His baller does get eaten by it, but Amiu Okami gets taken down. He's gonna be okay with that. Has the Rift as well in case he needs to get out of dodge tool, but there's a player directly behind it. Rift right now. Yep, there you go. Takes him with you, and he's just gonna get back into the center zone. You actually saw he pulled 2 other players with him outside the one. They were just in shadow form.
Very tough spot right now. 45 effective HP. He's going to have to burn the campfire, but this is going to tell the entire lobby. Lobby, I am in critical condition. Please leave me alone. Let's just play fair here. But look at this. Everyone's scrambling, trying to get themselves to safety. Psychic's already poised himself in a great spot, posted up. Now look up above. We got a bunch of billiards in play. Look at this, though. Harrians. The double launch pad. Now he's going to rotate back. I believe that's probably the smart thing to do. All right, he's just saying, look, I'm just going to keep this one by one over. I'm just going to use this as my defensive tool if need be. Okay, I believe that was a geyser here. Going to just mess with people. Going to send them into the sky. It's okay. Harrian's going to get a new position now. And there we go. Top 25 just hit Psychic. Finds Roman is 14. Picks him up, sends him back to the lobby. I mean, look, Harrians has a fantastic loadout. The 8 rockets, the minis, the launch pad, the combat shotgun, the tactical AR. He's ready to just take this lobby by storm.
Yeah, but he needs to find the space to use it. Fall. Can he find the connection? He does. Drops that player down. Will it connect for an elim? No, not going through. Must have been some form to save it, but All of a sudden, he's up on the high ground, looking down on the rest of the lobby. Harrian's up top. Technique right next to him, goes for the take. Harrian's hits the first combat shot, and now we'll look down to the low ground as you see a number of rifts, and the geyser. 2 rifts go up, geyser go up. Everyone's up in the sky. Cue the circus music as we're about to hit top 15. Who will be the player to drop? Psycho trying to take away the high ground. Instead, opts to edit down and begins his waterfall. 1-2, plays the floor. Instead, drops down, and Dankies gets ripped.
Man, that geyser just really caused so much havoc, allowing people to reset when they needed to. We're in top 15. More players are being eliminated. Just look at the spread here. Psycho there needs to get in. He's going to be taken down to the zone. Technique and critical vision. Harrion sending rockets up above, just messing with people's builds. And Psychic gets shut down. Psycho, this is huge. And look, he's got the 2 slurps, 2 launch pads, 2 campfires, 3 half shields. You can't really use the half shields. You're not going to be given the 4 seconds. But wishful thinking there. An 80, double 80, 136. Headshot spree, Psycho. This is what you need. Especially Sundown right here. One more player needs to go down. Top 5. Harrions with more rockets. It looks like Voice and Technique are going to be blown up.
Harrian's picking up a nice double there. Now you have Psycho in your top right, Harrian's in your bottom right. Psycho on 19 points, Harrian on 22. Psycho takes that one away from him, both shooting the same target, but now Psycho looking straight down on Harrian's. He doesn't realize! Harrian's doesn't realize he was right on top of him, but he blocks him off. Now Harrian's has high ground control, but both of them as Psycho falls down. Harrian's not snoring there. He says, wake up, I've been up for a while. GG, bop, 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 da, da, da. Harrian's great victory royale, up to 27 points, the top spot out of the semifinals. Can he do it today? That's the question. We're in NA West. The action doesn't stop. The games are going live. If you want to check it out in client, you can click that watch live tab, or you can pull up the leaderboards yourself, check out your favorite player, and, just get the matches going. Not sure how you'd be able to be in the client hearing me and not know the watch tab was there. Didn't quite think that one through. But now, Jaylee, good stink, and then also takes that ball away. He says, no rotatos for you, as he boxes himself up, has his own baller, a stash of shields, bunch of stinks, and shadows, as well as zone priority.
Man, I'm still... Well, Mouse gets picked off there. I'm still reeling from that last game.
It was fantastic, but one thing I want to talk about, rather than going back to last game, just right there, you saw how it looked like he shot him through the stair. If a build is yellow, that indicates that there is a player or something currently phasing through it that is causing it to not complete building. This means that projectiles and other things will continue to pass through it until it gets built. Both the shots going through there. Well done from Jaylee. Now on board with FaZe's Jarvis, the player who in week 7 was just 2 points out of qualification. The controller lord out of the West ended up taking home the Fortnite Friday with FaZe Tilt just this past weekend. Can he add a World Cup qualification spot to his resume? He desperately wants to, sitting right now on 25 points.
We're about to hit Storm Circle 6 as well. And again, another dense lobby, 41 players. We started on about 45, and it's been thinned out just a little bit here. Now look at this. We have to begin making rotations through Neil Tilted. Chef Shaba there going to be picked up by Jarvis, his 3rd elimination. And there's still 39 players left in this lobby that potentially could just be food for Jarvis. Look at this, man. Shoulder to shoulder, 1-by-1s. People separated by a single build. Jarvis, all right. I like the impulses to reposition, and he's going to be able to farm a little bit of wood there as well. Okay, I like it.
Yeah, impulses can be a little risky. You don't necessarily always know where you're going to land, but with all of these player-based structures over here, it gets him into the center of zone and allows him to spray shots back down the rest of the lobby, hitting a couple of tags there. You can see the Storm Surge warning on the right-hand side. 3 more players need to go down. Kicks does get converted over by the Storm. Jarvis now opting for the impulse play and catching himself on top of the builds. Immediately turns, saw that player, knows he's a tarp above or in shadow form now, drops the edit, and he's going to work back through the Burger Tower.
Okay, I like this too, because if you're using build, you expose yourself. Or you could not use a build and hide in a little corner here. This is what makes Neil Tilted so dangerous. We see players just all the way around. We're at 28 players. This lobby is going to continue to thin out. because everyone is scrambling right now, trying to get themselves to safety. Jarvis, look at him though, still on effective HP. He's trying to hunt this player down. He wants this elimination. A flick shot comes out, nothing connects. Now he's got the beat on the player. He knows where this player is, and he's just trying to lock it up.
26 players left, and you also notice he kept ducking out into the storm, trying to catch that player, not covering his back, but was well enough. Gets directly on top of Papo Anthony. You can run, but you can't hide. Jarvis is inevitable. He will find you, and that's a big swing for him now on an 8-point match. 5 elims and top 25, but Little takes out Wheels, another fantastic contender. We saw him and Jay, and Jarvis just pickaxe the ball out into the storm. That's going to be storm damage, and actually huge strat. If you are out of builds or have nothing to do against a baller, don't have a boogie, pickaxe it, send it out in the storm, and then just shoot it out. It's 10 damage that goes off there. If they think they're safe and they're not going to pop out, get the opportunity. However, is risky. They can pop out and shoot you back. Most of the time, they do want to play passive. We've seen a couple of those go through. It's 900 IQ, but right now, Jarvis is trying to be 900 IQ. Oh. Gets pulled up into the rift. No shots coming out from everyone as the dives begin to go out. A number of umbrellas are pulled since we're at top 18. Players just want to stay in the lobby. Vinny gets
he gets high ground. Yes, dive in. There you go. Connects with it. That was beautiful.
He needs to get back in the zone, though. Oh, he does. He finds a nice little pocket, and now he has that high ground priority, Zeke, like you just called out.
Someone goes with a challenge. It's Blitz the Fire.
Just ruined it.
And dude, just outside top 15.
That's so rough when you put in that much time, but he's going to be okay with that. Still a double-digit performance there out of Jarvis. Now Blixafire drops down onto a little girl trying to get out and over around the side. No, that's not who's playing. That's his name. As we check over into the mid-tarp, you got World Cup Deuces trying to manifest that positive energy, doing everything he can. We've seen him in these lobbies before, but Barrow is trying to have a say about it. The duo qualifiers wanting a solo spot desperately, and Arkham trying to get one of those as Spicy gets picked up on the way down. Barely even a reaction. I didn't even see him there right out of the side, but Arkham gonna keep working down. Has the uncommon attack, notices the player in that baller right next to him. He does drop out. Can he create the distance? And he does. Deuce is still in as he gets Little. Twinkies picks up Spiky, and Localist goes down, so we're closing in on the top 5. You see the trap on the ceiling. Arkham gets 2 tags and now needs to pickaxe his way through. He can't go that way. Knows there's a trap, and he finds Jay Lee.
Navigating this building, the technical savvy, the ability to remain calm. Arkham, you are a legend, but look up top though. Barrow, look, his HP is very low. He's got the RPGs, 3 left. He's gonna start sending these rockets down to this mid-ground tarp. Deuces, Zed, Snipes, they're gonna be all forced down toward Arkham. But look, we're going up on the side of this mountain. They need to make something happen. They need to, okay, they're just gonna battle it out. Arkham here, the lowest HP, the rocket gonna come in and protect himself.
He's in the zone, he's
oh my God!
He got it! That was sick. Arkham was so good. While Barrow had the high ground control, everyone funneled into Arkham, and he says, welcome, I'm the meat grinder on the bottom. Give me it all. Give me the elims. Give me the victory royale. And you know what? I'm going to try and get one of those qualification spots. Brilliantly done from Arkham. 1x there, closing it out with the victory royale and staying savvy. The rocket pressure from the high ground was immense. You're playing in the Fortnite World Cup Online Open Qualifier Final. There's 2 spots on the line, and you cover yourself the entire time just knowing you have the zone, knowing you have the pressure. That is intelligent game sense defined right there from the Week 2 duo qualifier. Desperately trying to find a spot as we now cross the halfway mark.